Hi, and welcome to SAS TV. My name is Berlin Bass, and this is your chart. These are the $20 charts. The big one that you see me do early, baby, bad. It could work though. It could work. It could work. Okay. So, as you know, I do you versus them. You. And I do them. And I do the potential. And the potential is a commitment. I'm not a love reader. I'm not into love readers. I just like to take people to the next level. I'll show you the things that you guys are working with and the things that you are not working with and what could happen. I'm not perfect. This is just for fun. If it works for you, then it does. So I always put the middle button for the potential. Okay? This is the potential, and the potential is a partnership. When you get to here, you should already be friends with this person. This is the partnership. And this is where you're trying to go with the individual. This is you versus them, okay? Now, I'm going to give you. Now, as I explained a minute ago, if you saw the biggest chart earlier, the outer skirts, the outer is your patience. Once I put these things in, it just give you some things to think about. And the work is to see it, feel it, be it. The patience, the going through it. Is it worth it for you? By the things that are here, is it worth you seeing it, feeling it, being it, or just walking away doing the see it, feel it, be it with someone, going through it with them, seeing if it's worth this, seeing if they have these traits, seeing if you guys are real compatible. Because at the end of the day, I'm just just giving you a little something, something. It's up to you and how you really feel when it comes down to relationships. Let's begin. Okay, this is them. Okay. Oh, you have somebody right here that's been through a lot of sexual relationships. You have a sexaholic here. This man has been with a lot of women. This man loves sex. Honey, honey. And see, when I saw your name, I usually don't do this for people that get charged. But I don't think you're going to like this. This is a sex thing. This man has a lot of sex in his cards, but he wants to change that. He wants to change that. It's like he's an off and on type of end. It's because of this sex addiction. He's off and on. He's whoever this is off and on. You're never gonna get consistency with him. This man is a fucking dick slanger. Any invites is not genuine. Should you these invites? They're not genuine, mama. They don't use me even going any further. That's why I don't do these on people. I should have made sure who I knew who it was. Mm-mm. I'm gonna finish this for you because your cards brought somebody else in. He's a big fuck no. What they call him fuck boys. He's a big fuck boy. Girl, whoever that man you was just messing with, he didn't want you. I'm gonna put a whole F on here. He's not in the picture. That's why I say when you give charge for me, be honest. Don't come back and get. I didn't even know it was you until I went and looked it up. I wouldn't have never did this. I don't do this for that. You won't even you. Matter of fact, we're gonna say this one. I'm not gonna do this. Oh hell no. The reason I'm not gonna do it is for one, I just did a chart for you, and for me to get up here and tell you something like this, that means you're not even listening to the chart you got. That means this is all you want to know about, okay? But since you paid your money, we're gonna go ahead and do it. So whoever this is that you was dealing with that was sleeping around with a lot of women and this and that, see, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing because it's going against the other work we're doing. So I'm gonna give you something different. I'm gonna tell you whoever that was you was dealing with, they gone. You gonna have to get rid of them, girl. They was with everybody. This person wasn't gonna stay no way. They been gone. So I'm gonna give you some essence. I'm gonna give you an essence. I can't give you one of those. You're not ready. Because if this person is doing this and we trying to do the work over there, this goes against everything. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna. I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm up here thinking about it. I'm looking at your reading, and then I'm thinking about that chart I just did. This goes against it. So I have to do you a little essence. Don't be mad at me, okay? Charts don't get this. And I don't. If I think you the girl who I think you just got that chart like a couple of days ago. If this is that girl, that name, yes it is. Yes it is. So we're gonna do a you versus them on the essence tip, on the shoulda, coulda, woulda. Okay, we'll do that. Like almost guessing, but not guessing. But I can't come away from what I've already told you. You see what I'm saying? Because I know I said I don't do love on people that I do charts on. Okay. So here we go. Now you have situations. So you have you versus them. So you do. So you had a past situation. Okay, this was them past love. We have past love. So there was so with the them. So when we talk about them, we're talking about other people you've been with. So we have betrayal here. I'm sorry, I can't do that. We have betrayal here. We still have to do the work. You have betrayal here. You have this sex energy that you was attached to it. I don't know if you knew. Not nothing on you. This person was very out there slanging the D. You have this betrayal. You have the sex energy. You have this unanswered. So things are unanswered here with you. You just have betrayal. You have lots of betrayal from other partners. You had a lot of off and ons. But whatever's going on with that energy, it is gone. It's going to be leaving you. So that energy is gone. So now we're working when it comes to them. You're working with the energy of being false. You have this energy of brokenhearted still around. Okay. You still have this energy of brokenness around you. So some things are fixed, but it's getting down to the deeper things here. Mm-hmm. Just your confidence. These things, these brought uh, some type of self-esteem. This mess with your self-esteem. Uh-huh. I always, blame game on you. The partners have blamed you for stuff, blamed you, and all these things happen very fast for you. All these things happen very fast for you. Mm-hmm. You had to walk away from a house situation because of this mess. So there's a lot of betrayal. You're not ready for a relationship, mama. Uh, you have a lot of betrayal and a lot of fake people and a lot of fake partners that were around you. Yeah. Fakeness, 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 fakeness. So one thing, so these are things what you were dealing with the betrayal, very active sexual partners, being false, being brokenhearted, allowing them to mess with your self-esteem, the blame game, blaming you for stuff. At the end of the day, you have been backstabbed a lot, and those relationships went very fast for you. It's like open door, open door, open door, open door, open door. So that's them. So since you know that you're working with that first couple of ones, by March those are going to be gone, and then you're going to be left over with your emotional side. And when you get left over with your emotional side coming from other partners, first thing I want you to start working on is your communication. If you want to start talking to other men and other, I want you to just start communicating. Communicating is one of the things I want you to work on. how you are communicating, because that will X out the false. That will X out the brokenhearted and the self-esteem and the blame game and the drama by the way you communicate. The second thing I want you to work on is how you communicate. Another thing I want you to work on is your emotions. Slow them down. Don't fall so fast. Slow your emotions down. Hello, and we get married tomorrow. Slow your emotions down. The fourth, no more glamorizing. No glamorizing. Cool down the air sign. You know what the air sign. We're naturally hype. We're naturally smiling. We're naturally calm down the air sign. Calm the air down. That you know that thing that people think the air signs are so gullible because they always smiling, friendly and nice. It got us fucked up. Calm the air sign down because they can come off as gullible. Do less. I want you to communicate. I want you to speak up more in relationships. This is if you want to be with someone new. We're still doing work on another chart. We're still doing the work. We're still doing the work here. So this is an essence chart. It's not a love chart. This is an essence chart. I'm giving you what you have worked with and what's leaving. And then I gave you with what you can use to bring out the better you and to bring you into the area of a partner that can do these things, that can provide these things. These are the less things. These are the smallest things they should be doing in relationships, okay? I want you to do less. I want you to calm the air sign down, the friendly, the bear. I want you to calm your emotions down. Don't jump quick. Don't go out quick. Just because they ask you out for the first date, don't go out quick. If they want to go out, don't go out. No one night stands. None of that fun stuff. You know, air signs could be very loose sometimes. Sometimes they go off their emotions. They may do that. You know, they may do that. But at this time, since you have suffered these emotional rocks and these emotional throws, you're going to have to come out. You're going to have to come out different with the communicating, with the glamorizing. Okay? How you communicate. Make sure you're saying things that's going to pull you into the conversation and put you in the conversation, but make them come to you. Do less. If all they're saying is hiring and buying, get a roster and get you about 5. Just practice. Don't plan on no sex. I know, honey. You got to make sure it is at least to the point where y'all can communicate and be a real friend. If you're being a friend to someone, too many backstabs is too early. You can't do nothing but respect that situation at the time. You don't give that person your feelings. You don't give that person your cooch. You don't give that person your time of day. You give them the bill, what you owe them, and you push on. You do not do that again with them. Because you have some people that will really think that's what it is. You don't play the game, you just do you. Communication can change anything. If you communicate right, baby, you ain't even got to get out of your seat. Work on that. Sex is communication. Some people will meet somebody, sleep with them, and automatically think that they are in a relationship. Or they just automatically think they're together without even talking to the person. That's why you got to watch how you communicate. Sex is a communication. Now, if it's over time, it's years, 6 months, whatever. But you met them today and you're hitting it tomorrow. What are you expecting, honey? You better get you some coins and get you some shoes and holler. Okay, that's all you are worth at this point. Because they are going to say that you are easy. But if that person understands who they're dealing with, they may be a free-spirited type of person. They may like to give it up. But we can't do that now. This is 2020. I don't think that you should be doing that. But these are some of the steps that can get you communicating in a different way. This can help with your perspective. This can help you get out of this smug of these relationships not coming into completion. Now, I'm going to say this that I saw before I did your cards. You are coming away from someone that was very unfaithful, very unloyal, very unethical to you. They were a sex fiend. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but they were a sex fiend. That is not a good thing for you right now because that's a codependency relationship. That person will only be around just to get it. I kept seeing off and on, and then boom, it's ended. Then I saw someone else come in. So I see something else come in. But before we get there, I want you to start working on the stuff that we talked about. The communication. You heard everything that I said. Okay? I want you to work on those things. Do you have somebody coming in? Right. Right. I'm going to say right. Do you have someone coming in? Right. After. This feels good. Well, you're not ready. You don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to do less. You see what I'm saying? You're still developing yourself. You're still trying to see where you stand. You're still trying to see who you want and when you want and where you want. If you are not married and you have no children, communication is your best asset. Communication is your best asset. Believe it or not, men know when they got one. And men know when they got another one and they got one. You see, what I mean by got one is, boom, they will leave this over here knowing they got one with you. You see what I'm saying? Knowing that you're patient, knowing that you're patient and you'll wait. See, they know when they got one while they deal with this. A non-communicator will have, I'm not going to be doing, I'm not going to be going there. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to give you too much. A non-communicator will have you feeling like you are waiting around, but they know they got one. So even if they leave and they come back with the communications and the patterns, they know that you will take one. So to me, there's no such thing as patience when someone's playing you the boo-boo fool. So shame on them. Shame on them because they're not going to get you anyway. You can't be doing that. You know, they think they got one. Men know when they have one. They know what they have, and they're going to play that one game with you. You can wise up and be whoever you want to be, but you've already been got by that. He's already got you. He already knows who you are. You can't change that. You shouldn't even try to change those type of patterns in relationships. You should just shoot a loo and foo who and new by. And you cannot rewrite yourself with those type of relationships. Just let it be what it is. And when I see you, that's what it was, and goodbye. Hello. I just kicked my shoes off. Where's the pork rinds at this point? I'm just saying, leave all old relationships alone. Leave all old people on. I want you to get around new people, new atmosphere. I want you to work on your emotions. You're very timid. You have high anxiety and you do not trust. This is not a time for relationships and love and marriages and commitments. You are not ready. You will ruin it before you begin it because you wouldn't even know if you had the one because you're still trying to figure out why. You have to forget about that, mama. You have to go into what you want. Now is the time where you take control of your communication. You go after the things you want. Don't just talk to people. Just talk to people. Communicate. They want to say, do not give your phone number out right now. Now is not the time. You will slip and dip. It's too early. It's too early, mama. You're still putting the orange. You ain't ready to drink the orange juice out of the carton. Keep pulling the oranges. Keep eating. Keep knowing what you want. Keep communicating. Keep going after the things that you want. This is an essence reading. I wouldn't give you a love reading when you're not ready. All I'm doing is setting your expectation to lose. All you're going to do is lose because if you're not ready to carry that important information and execute it and make yourself better. First, if you don't know who you are, nothing I say is going to work for you anyway. All you're going to do is keep setting patterns and keep breaking your own heart and keep going after the same relationships with the same people. This is for anybody that's watching. This ain't just for you. This is an essence reading. I wouldn't dare do your love joy. You're not ready. If I was to tell you some stuff, you wouldn't be there. You just be sitting waiting for it to come. But see, now is the time where you have to see it, feel it, and be it. Work on those things. Float with your leopards. Get out and float with your leopards. Flirt and have a good time. Act single. Act like you're the most wanted. You could be the butt ugliest bitch in the building, but with a bad attitude. You see me in a high self-esteem. You don't know what can happen. So raise your self-esteem. Just when you go places, put a chip on your shoulder. Help execute that energy. Help execute that energy because you need it. Because there's a lot of brokenness in here for you when it comes down to the opposite. See, if you don't know what to allow, you don't know who to push away. That's why, mama, you have to learn the hard way. You get that whip on your back, I guarantee it won't happen again. And if it do happen again, you're going to flinch and know it was wrong. Even though you did it, you see what I'm saying? Acknowledgement, realizations. This is really good. I need you to go after things very innocently, very shyly, and very noticeably. Communicate with your eyes. Structure with your mouth. Talk to who you want in your life. Do not be afraid to let, I was about to say something, but I'm not going to say it. Do not be afraid. I'm going to say this. Do not be afraid to let go what is not for you. But you love it to death. You like these ninjas with these skinny jeans. They ain't got no money, but they got a lot of D. Ain't no future. He could just buy you some clothes and a car, but can't he pay the rent? You can do that yourself. You should set your expectations high. If you don't have any children and you are single and you're going after your career and you want the best, you cannot want the best with a low self-esteem. It ain't going to work. You're going to always deal with the same women and men, same. You will never break that box. You have to walk around them bitches and go get it. Ask me about it, I tell you. You got to go after what you want. But it starts with a faulty. It starts with the negative. It starts with what hurts you. You don't know anybody that's walking around here lifting off the positive. They doing that all day. They lifting off the positive all day, but not many is lifting off the burnt. They're not lifting off what ain't left over. You can use what is left over. You can't incorporate it. You can't bring it back. You can't bring it back to life. You can use it. So you have to use uh, your self-esteem being low, the blame game, communication, things that have come out of people's mouth to sit you down. So you have to use that sit down and start communicating with things that you want in your life. Bring in the flowers, honey. They thought it was dead for you. You have to raise your own self-esteem. If you have to go into solitude to fix these things, whatever you got to do to get yourself to a confident level, you have to do things to help your confidence rise. New career, new jobs, new people, new liquor, new kush, whatever works. Hello. Whatever works for you. This is an essence. This is not a love reading. You want to get better. You want to be better. You use that one thing that they did to hurt you, and you just execute your communication. You cut yourself off from the common things that you would normally do in relationships. You have to take the note. You have to take the note. If you someone to sleep around within 3 months of a relationship, don't get but period. You someone that cupcake on the phone all night, cut it off at 7. You want to meet somebody, you meet somebody and you want to talk to them, and you just, oh, I like them so much. You must remember, honey, you must remember first impressions. First impressions are not just for jobs and new peoples and weddings. It's also for these girls and these boys in these streets. They are doing the first impression act. You know they're doing the first impression, and they all of this, and they all of that, and they do this and they do that. See, let them talk. But if you learn yourself, it's not hard to look at somebody that's a fraud. I swear, you'll spot them in the say, oh, yeah, I'm gonna call you back. Don't waste no time anymore. Use your communication to bring in the people and the things that you want. If you can't do that, that means you are satisfied with what people have done with you. You have to be better with the things that they have done to you. I'm not saying that you have to sit around and cry. I'm saying bankable that shit. I'm saying use it, bounce off of it. You ain't got nothing else at this point. Use somebody else shit to bank off of. That's how I do it. Bank off this falseness and use that same method to bring in new communications. You can break that energy. You can break that spirit with speech and words coming out of your mouth. Get around people that you want to be like. Get around them and get around them. And you get your respect and you keep your standards high. Don't let anyone take you off of where you are. Everybody is entitled to get pushed, nudged, knocked off, knocked in, cut off, cut it. But it is up to how you see yourself, is how you remake your emotions, how you accept things, how you accept people. Who's your mate? Who you gonna marry? Do you care what they look like? Do you care what kind of money they make? Do you just want love? Do you just want a sex partner? Do you just want a sugar daddy? What do you want? Your communications brings them in. God bless.